If you're wondering why you haven't heard from me, it's because I'm busy doing this. Sorry about it. Hi everyone, it's Michael, and as I just said, I spent a beautiful 5 days in San Diego. It's so funny, I actually got ordained as a minister and I married two of my very best friends. So that was so beautiful. Congratulations, Jen and Jack. I love you guys so much. I did not slack on my orchid duties while I was in San Diego. So I did exactly what I committed I would not do. I struggled with self-control and couldn't help but invest my time in looking at orchids that I knew I would have no self-restraint from buying. So I looked all over and I actually stopped into a place called Del Mar Orchid World. And I think I took a quick little clip, I'll show it here. We're at Del Mar Orchids in Del Mar, California, and it is just so beautiful. And some of these, this is apparently a new hybrid of Zygopetalum, but it inverts the color palette, so it's purple and green as opposed to having the green outer petals and then the purple lip. Kind of interesting. So beautiful. Believe it or not, I actually did leave Del Mar Orchid World without getting anything. But that purple plant that I was showing is a Zygonisia, and I just couldn't get the smell out of my head. I could not get the look of it out of my head. So of course I just went on a hunt and I found them, and it's I couldn't resist myself. Okay, I lack self-restraint. So I want you to help me welcome number 39 to my collection. This is my Zygonisia. Oh my gosh, it's such a big boy. This is my Zygonisia Cenosure. I think I'm butchering that. Zygonisia Cenosure Bluebirds. And it is so beautiful. Now, I will tell you, I picked this one up and the blooms are almost completely spent. But that's okay because look at how healthy the pseudobulbs are and look how many there are. This plant will I'll probably end up dividing this shortly, but I do want it to, of course, adapt to semi-hydro first. I boxed these up myself and shipped them back in my suitcase from San Diego, and I'm so happy I did because it's just so beautiful. And so I can't even begin to describe the smell, you guys. It's just divine. I saw that one and I fell in love and I snatched it up and it became mine. But in the process, I saw another one that I just couldn't overlook, and literally I did not have the space in my my suitcase for this. My suitcase was bulging so significantly that I opened it to discover that TSA had checked it to figure out what the hell was going on. So let's take a look at the other one I couldn't resist, number 40 in my collection. You guys, look how gorgeous this is. Hold on, let me bring you in closer on it. Can you see? It's like getting blasted a bit by the light, but there it is. OMG, this is just so beautiful. And this is, oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher the name. It's a Degarmoara Winter Wonderland White Fairy, and it is so gorgeous, and I just want you to see the fortune on this one. It has a bloom spike there, it has a bloom spike right behind it, but if I take you in right here as well, it is just going nuts with spike. Do you see that other spike? It is just going nuts. It is ready to explode. I had to repot it because it was just you could tell it hadn't been repotted in years. The sphagnum moss plug in this one was really, really gross and smelled really bad. So I'm hoping I haven't set it back too much, but we will see. But I did basically what I did with my Nellie Eiler to this one, and as you can see back here, my Nellie Eiler is continuing to bloom just beautifully. I will do a full bloom profile on that when it's in full bloom. It's still opening up a little bit. But so that is number 40 in my collection. Now, I'm going to show you one more clip because I saw this at my friend Jack and Jen's house. I found in the corner of my friend's kitchen her Phalaenopsis collection, and she was telling me that she is a self-proclaimed orchid murderess, and I'm just taking a look at how beautiful some of these plants are. So this is the Gan Lin Golden Apple Phal. I don't know if you can see, but the coloration on it is just stunning. But you can see that this orchid and all of its siblings are all starting to put out some keikis to save themselves because they do appear to be quite unhappy. So they've got keikis going all over the place. And beyond that, if I take you down just a little bit lower, you can see that they do have their share of mealybugs, which is not ideal. So I'm wondering if she might let me take one of these keikis and try to raise it back home in Colorado. And if she says yes, I've got my eyes set on this one. I love the idea of taking an orchid from somebody else's orchid because it feels like I'm gonna nerd out so much, but it's a Harry Potter Voldemort thing. It's like their wands are connected by twin strands, so it's just like you feel connected to somebody when you share the genetic material of the same orchid. It's just kind of a beautiful thing. And I am so pleased that Jen gave me permission, so I went ahead and I clipped off that keiki, and I want you to welcome number 41 in my collection. This is a Ganlin golden apple Phalaenopsis, and you can see it's a pretty big plant, honestly, but I'm hoping it adapts well. It's kind of traumatic going from a humid environment like San Diego to such a dry environment like Colorado, but again, I keep my ultrasonic humidifiers on here, so hopefully they should do just fine. The packing process was a little interesting. I'll show a time-lapse clip of it right now, but I packed it up with some bubble tape. I shredded up some newspaper to kind of protect the blooms from jostling around, and then I put it inside of a box, which I was given very graciously by an art supply store that was right next door to where I was staying. And it came through just fine, but I don't think it was the best option. So I think I'm actually gonna start practicing how to properly package orchids. And when I have like a really fabulous system, I will share it with you. But at this time, I'm just grateful that these made it without having any of the flower spikes break or any of the blooms get damaged. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and have a beautiful rest of your day. I love you guys. Mwah! Bye.